Hey y'all, welcome to our happy hour. We hope you had a blessed and productive week. And tonight it is Hot Topics Friday. I'm Jay Talib.
I'm Keisha.
I'm Royalty.
I'm Tanya. I'm Sonia.
And welcome to
our happy hour.
Yay.
Okay, ladies, you guys look cute. How was you guys this week?
Thank you.
Pretty good. No dates. No good news.
Just working.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. The first discussion that we're going to talk about some discussions and some hot topics. The first discussion is, do black men hold black women to a higher standard of beauty? Meaning you guys complain about our looks as far as our lashes, our hair, our body. What do you guys think?
Yes, they do. They hold black women more accountable, They talk about our getting the BBL, the fake hair, the fake eyelashes, the fake eyes, everything.
They say we're trying to look European. Do you think we're doing it for beauty, like because we think we're cute or we look better or we feel better about ourselves? Or do you think we're trying to be white? Because I'm not trying to be
I don't think
European.
We're trying to be white at all.
Not at all.
And I'm just a girly girl. So I do wear makeup. I do have lashes. I do wear fake hair. I have my own company for all that. But I don't do it because I'm low self esteem or I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not. I'm just a girly girl. I like all things beauty. I like girl things. So if I like to sit down and put on makeup, it's like a hobby, or wear the lashes or get a breast reduction or breast lift or whatever the case may be. It's because that's something I like. And it's not for the men, it's for me.
Yeah.
I like to make me happy.
And they still agree with us even though we do all that.
That's what I'm saying. You mean if you want to have a bob one day and a curly down your back the next day? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what, do you guys think? Do you think it's levels? Do you think because some like the colors and some of the colors are a little bit out there. I like colors, but everything ain't for me, and I know it's for me. So what about the green and the yellow hair or the lashes that are like really really long? Some girls like that, but it seems like the men don't like that.
I think if you look like a whole nother person, then you're doing too much. When you take it all off, if you look like somebody else, then yeah, it's too much.
And you should still be cute once you take it all off. It shouldn't be that much of a drastic change.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like Halloween. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like a Halloween costume.
And I'm different because I like that. I don't wear it because I'm older, but I like the yellow hair, the pink hair, and it's not like the yellow fake hair. It's the quality of the hair. You can have
It's like that's synthetic, okay?
But it's blend.
Yeah, that's synthetic blend.
It's dyed yellow, okay?
Go to roll.
I know that's right.
The one in the middle.
But for real though, because you can see, we're gonna say video vixen, or like a Nicki Minaj, she can have her hair pink, but it looks really good because of the quality of the work. Now, if you go see, Kiki from the block, and she have it and it's not done right, then it looks different. So it's the quality.
It is true because I've seen some cute little rainbow braids
that
are like adorable. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the lace with the baby hair? That's a whole nother hairstyle when it looks like bangs, but it's baby hair.
Again, equality because I have baby hair. And I don't look ratchet.
Okay, what about the roles? Do you think the roles have reversed? Like, do you think that us women, since we've had to carry so much, do you think that we are more masculine? Some of us women, because I'm not. I'm very feminine, and I like being that way. But do you think the roles have reversed?
Roles as far as what, like
we're a little bit more masculine, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more tougher.
No, I think we make more money, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I think that women still want to be. I think that females still want to be females. You know what I'm saying? They still want to be, they're soft, more on the softer side. I don't think that we want to take over a man's role. We just happen to make more money because sometimes men don't work. You know what I'm saying? And we have to support ourselves, and we want.
And the times have changed.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to just jump in and take over if that's all you have. You know, some women don't have a man, and they have to be take them. Yes,
yeah.
You know, the discipliner, the go-to person. You know,
that's true.
So,
like you said, the discipliner with the kids. You know, when you're raising the kids. Also, like me personally, I know how to check my own oils in the car. You know what I'm saying? I know how to check things.
Yeah, I do. Go, girl.
Because I mean, and I put things together and I fix things just because there's not always a man around sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So you have to definitely know how to do these things for yourself, women.
And I'm opposite. I rather pay because I have all boys, all brothers. You know, I'm really the real life Smurfette, but I'll pay to get it done. You know, so the role still is, I guess, like a man. But not so much.
I don't want to be a man.
I'm not a man.
I mean, I'm saying I don't want all that responsibility. I want a man to do.
I adapt to my environment. If my oil needs to be changed and I don't know how to change it, I'm going to take it and get it done.
Yeah, because you're not going to get your car just broke down.
Exactly.
You have to go and still handle business.
And if one of my
side, you're going to change that.
I don't know how to.
I know how to change it, but I ain't.
Yeah.
I know how to change it, but I'm not. It would. I got AAA.
I wouldn't be able to
I'm not doing
that stuff. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong.
Take it all hard. I'm not that strong.
I'm not that strong for that.
Break my
Again, I have all boys. I'm gonna get on that phone, push number 2. One of you guys come change this or do this, or I'm gonna pay to get it done. Like you said, I'm not gonna get my nails dirty either.
Okay, so let me ask you guys: do you think, because that's important, like when you have daughters, do you think that it is important for the father to teach them how to change tires, maybe how to fix a washing machine, like how to fix a toilet? I think all that is important. I don't think that a lot of fathers do that with their girls, and then it kind of makes you have to kind of depend on a man or pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, I found my dream.
Oh, that's
Did you?
good.
Yeah.
Oh, good job,
How to change a tire.
Oh, good.
How to check the oil, how to change a battery, how to jump a car.
Yeah. Okay, Saya.
I know that's right. And the fact that came up from you, I love it.
But my son, he does all that. I'm royalty, really, you know, so I'm different. I'm sorry. I'm really like a queen, so.
I think that is important though, Sonia. That's good. I have a girlfriend in my job, and her dad taught her how to change tires, and she changed my job. I said, "Oh, come on, girl."
Yeah, I think that's important.
Very important.
So you don't have to depend on a man so much.
Yeah.
Or anybody else.
Anything.
Yeah.
For anything.
Yeah. Okay, Tanya, you were talking about how some men may think that we are a little bit too more masculine. Do you think that women nowadays are a little bit too masculine and that we should be a little bit more feminine?
I think women are more independent now than they were before. Not necessarily masculine, but some men take it as masculine because they feel like they should be the provider. You know, they're the head of the household. And some women have been single for so long that they're used to being the head of the household and they're used to taking care of things. You know, like Tony was saying, how she taught her kids how to change oil, change tires, and all that. So some men take it as being masculine.
Yeah, but I think we do lack a lot of feminine. We're not that feminine, and from what the men say, that we are a little bit too masculine. And I kind of agree. I mean, I've seen women be a little bit rough around the edges, but we're girly girls, so that's not us.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Sonia said that's her. She couldn't. Okay, Sonia, like that.
Okay, you guys, moving on. Let's talk about the 5 reasons why you still may be single, or are you guys even single? Are you exclusive? Do you want to share?
I don't submit.
Oh, you don't submit?
No.
And you know that's a whole nother topic.
About me.
Oh, you're not a submissive girl?
So, Sonia, are you saying that you like to wear the pants in the relationship?
I'm not to, you know.
50-50 or what?
50-50.
Okay. 50-50. You like to make some decisions.
Yeah.
You're not gonna let them just run the whole show.
No.
Okay.
We can
could agree. You know, I don't have a problem with agreeing, but you know, most of the time it's like, you know, I'm headstrong. It's like the next male is headstrong. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work? Do you guys bump heads?
Bumping heads a lot.
Mm. So how does that work? Like when you're both headstrong, because usually it's a balance, and one is more.
There's a weaker and a stronger.
Yeah.
So with
like
me,
the yin to the yang. Mm-hmm.
I just try to step back some. You know, I want to be submissive, you know, to my husband. I don't want to have the big mouth that he say I have, you know, or if he was here right now, he'll say, you know, I talk a lot or I bump heads with him. I don't think so, but that's something I do try to work on because I try to follow the Bible, you know, and be a submissive woman to my husband. I try.
Mm-hmm. How's that working out for you?
I'm still married.
That's a good thing. Mm-hmm. Marriage is a good thing. It's a plus.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I believe in being submissive too, you know, but also you want to, if you do have opinion, you do want your husband to at least take your opinion into consideration, to hear you out, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody, the man is not always right. Sometimes the woman has a good point to bring to the table, and if the man has an open mind and hears you out, then it's possibly he can just go along with that, and then, you know, that's teamwork.
Okay, but there's different, what does submissive look like to you guys? Like, what is submissive to you?
Like letting him have the lead, letting him take the lead basically of the relationship, hearing him out. My whole thing is I'll be submissive to you all day long, but let me, you know, be a good leader, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's not a good leader, you
That's
know?
true.
So it's hard to be submissive to somebody who's not a good leader, you know?
That's true.
So
what does submissive look like to you?
Submissive just, you know, like letting the man take on his, you know, his lead as the head of the household, you know what I'm saying? And basically, you know, taking our family in the correct direction. But if it doesn't, you know, like I said, we should be able to speak up and give an opinion or whatever like that. But like she said, he definitely has to, I have to see in you that you are somebody that's capable of leading the family. I can't follow behind somebody who I haven't seen you, you know what I'm saying, do anything. You have to stand behind what you speak on, or I have to see you make the move to, you know, make sure that you have the right mindset, basically.
What about you, Tanya? What does submissive look like to you?
Submissive is following the lead of the man. You know, following his lead.
Hey, Nadia.
We didn't mean to cut you off.
But not everything to a point.
Yeah. Submissive, I'm used to being a wife, so I enjoy being submissive. If you can lead, that's the sexiest thing a man can do. Take control, lead the family, like be the provider. I'm the helpmeet. So I want to help. I'll take care of everything else, but I need. Oh, bless you.
Thank you, bless me.
I see our resident bartender checked in. Hey, Nadia.
Hey, girl.
Nadia says, or someone without a plan. You said it, girl. If you don't have a plan,
you gotta have direction at all.
You gotta have it mapped out pretty much.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, Nadia is not with us tonight. So hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Okay, you guys. So we didn't even get into the 5 reasons why you may still be single. According to bestlife.com, some reasons why you may still be single is your standards are absurdly high. So are you picky, too picky, or is it a red flag? Like, how do you even differentiate? Are you just too picky, or is it a red flag?
Well, I'm not single, but I know I'm picky. You know, I know I'm picky.
I don't think I'm picky enough. I'm learning to be picky. I need to be more picky.
Thank you.
I think like I can't do bare minimum.
I go
not
right
anymore.
Through those red flags.
Yeah, like they'll be right in your damn face.
Yeah, and I just
not anymore.
Now that we're older, I try to, you know, tune in and realize what's going on. But
okay, number 2, you choose to be single. I choose to be single.
I do not.
I'm not in a space to deal with a man right now. Like the streets are too cold for me. Like these men are just drop you and they'll consume all of you. and then they'll drop you, and you're like dead to them, and they'll move on to the next because there's so many options.
Yeah.
And so I'm not even interested in dating right now.
There's so many thirsty females.
Yeah, like they could just get rid of you or be done with you and just really move on to the next.
When one is hard, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Especially a good man.
Yeah, he's got 10 women trying to come for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not competing. I'm not doing that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one is you keep choosing the wrong person. And that can mean a lot of things because people don't take a break. So you relationship hop. So you instead of you reflecting and taking the time, okay, even if it was 2 weeks or a month with somebody, you feel that person has affected you in some kind of way. So you should be saying, why didn't this work? Would it, and then take accountability because they always say women don't take accountability enough. So take accountability and say, okay, this is my part in it. And then you move on. But if you don't fix what happened in the last relationship, you're going to take it to the next.
Right.
Okay, I'd like to bring up, so what is a good time frame after a breakup, either a long breakup or a short breakup, to go ahead and move on to the next?
You should know. You got to know if you've healed. Like if I'm with somebody and I have like communication problems, or it could be anything.
What if the issue wasn't on your end? You know what I'm saying?
It really isn't. No, I'm kidding.
That's what I'm saying. So if
it wasn't you and he was a mess,
then like how soon can you move it?
Immediately. It wasn't you. But I'm talking kind of more like if it was somebody like you might have had a connection with and you guys started seeing each other or dating, that kind of thing. Yeah. But not just some flyby.
Yeah.
Okay, and number 4, you keep comparing your next to your ex.
That's what we all do. That's common. That's very popular.
I think that's human. Yeah. Like especially if they're doing something that isn't good, but your ex was doing, you like that from your ex. So I think that's a little bit hard.
I think you can compare your next to your ex, just don't tell them.
Thank you.
Can't tell them that you are. We're gonna do it anyway, but just don't say it.
Yeah.
And then if your ex did something that you like and you want your next to do it, you just you don't say that the ex did it. You just try to get the next to do it.
And hopefully he will.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, so the next one is you have commitment phobia. I don't know about that. Well, you know what? I don't have. Do you? Oh, why?
Because once you make the commitment, it's a done deal. I mean, once.
You can commitment boyfriend wise or commitment marriage?
Both.
But you could get out of it if you're not married.
Yeah, but why do that? Like, why say that that's your man or you're their girl if you're not?
If you have no intentions of even.
Yeah.
Why are you dating? Are you dating with a purpose?
Yeah. And then, like, for me, when I start seeing red flags, I have to evaluate more. So I don't want to just jump into a relationship. That's where I have my phobia at. Because I'll see red flag, red flag, red flag. And I'm like, hold up.
When you see red flags, do you bring it up to the person? No. Or do you just kind of make a mental note?
I never bring it up to them.
Really?
You don't want to get it. You don't want to find out. You don't want to find out where that comes. Whatever is your red flag, because everybody has their deal breakers or whatever. But when you see it in your mate or who you want to be your potential mate, you don't want to bring it up and ask them.
No, because guys don't like for you to keep bringing up stuff every time you see something.
But you
point out things. They don't
I think you need to choose your time wisely. I don't believe in not bringing nothing up. That's what we do a lot. We'll just let it, pass by or laugh it off. But you need to be specific in what these men are doing, because then they're just going to keep doing it. Like if I start dating, which I'm not, but when I'm dating you, I need to know what marriage looks like to you. I need to know what dating looks like to you. I'm not fucking and chilling. We're not doing that. It's not, let's go with the flow. It's not, let's let it be organic. No. Are you dating me with a purpose? Is there a purpose for you to be with me? Do you see more in me to where you want more? And they say men already know if you're the one or if they want something with you early. So it is our responsibility as women to go ahead and hey, what you mean by this? Because we can think they mean the same stuff that they do and we do not speak the same language
Do not.
as a man. We are so opposite. So ladies, please, even men, be more specific in your questions when you're getting to know somebody.
And have those conversations. They might be
Right.
they might be difficult, and you might feel uncomfortable, but that'll get you in a situation. It'll get you in a situation.
I don't like
You don't want to know.
I don't like to make it seem like I'm pushing or forcing a guy to like say something that he doesn't mean, because if the guy doesn't say it like how Janice said,
Whatever
It's okay. You're good. You're good.
Guy,
Girl.
like I don't like to ask the guy like, what is this purpose? And because if a guy hasn't, like she said, the guy knows. So if he hasn't said it, my assumption is that we're not going anywhere unless he says it. I don't ever push for him to say it. I don't say.
So you don't feel it's okay for you to say like, hey, we've been dating for like 6 months.
You don't like to get so
Oh, we're not gonna get
so you'll just keep like
No.
just dating him or whatever until he steps up and he lets you know what
Yep,
the
or I'll
situation is.
stop.
Oh, so you won't ask him like, oh hey, what are we doing?
No.
Oh wow. I like to do it square away.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
last year,
I like to
2021,
do it
Janice
that way.
was like that, but the people that I dated last year would not like who I am now. There's no way I'm going to let months go on. We need to have these conversations up front. I'll give you a couple of months. If you're not
Yeah.
feeling me, I'm moving on. Like, I have no intention of just chilling with you. And then you want to consume all that I have. You want to soak up my positivity and all that good stuff y'all talk. And then you bounce. So now, sorry.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not.
And then, and I feel like it's good to have those conversations. I mean, that's being real. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of like getting it squared away.
Okay, I know some men in my base, they say that we have a Disney fairy tale idea of love. Do you guys think that your view on love is like fairy tale?
I
I
know
don't think ours
mine is.
is.
Mine is.
I'm not. No, mine is realistic.
You're saying that
I'm royalty, so like I said,
have
I have to have a happy ever after, and my husband strives to make sure I have a happy ever after.
Okay. Well, that's
so you've experienced Disney type relationships.
I mean, no,
Have to.
not all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you
But
dealt with certain things,
my husband has to. That's what I want. So he has to make sure I have that. You know,
Mhm.
And there's nothing wrong with
and,
that.
and he knows it. Like when we first decided to get serious, I told him like what I expect. You know, and I said I wanted that happy ever after. Like who said you can't have a happy ever after?
I say that too.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody's view and perception
And I
of
kissed
love is
a lot.
different.
I kissed a lot of frogs before I.
I'm still kissing.
Yeah, I feel like I feel almost like these days they don't really they don't care really. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
don't.
They don't really care what your needs are, what your wants are. They don't really care to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, Quinlan chimed in. What do y'all believe love is? Okay.
Oh no, we
What
never.
I'm sorry.
Why does it
What is
depend
Oh,
what he wants? Why can't you choose who you want?
Wait.
Why does it
The first
depend
question.
on
Yeah,
what
let's do
he
it.
wants? Why can't you choose what you want? I think that we do choose what we want, and that's why we're single, because it's not what he wants.
Yeah, let me see.
I mean, I'm choosing.
Well, yeah. Okay. What do you mean? Why can't you choose who you want?
You're supposed to
I mean, if
choose.
you
who
choose
you
who
want.
you want, they don't want you.
Yeah.
That's
That's
always a problem.
what I'm saying. It's not what they want.
It's usually the ones you do want. They don't want your ass. Yeah, pretty much. I do. I'll choose what I want, but like women have to wait to be chosen. That's stuff. Like we have to be chosen if you want to be exclusive. We have to wait to be chosen if we want to get married. Like we don't have no say in the final decision. So I can want you all day, but you may not want me.
And that's why I say, like, going back to the black women and us being wanted, I feel like we're the lowest on the totem pole. Nobody wants us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants us. they'll choose a different nationality before they choose us. I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's
To be serious, basically.
Yeah, to be serious with. It's
Yeah.
like we're the last chosen. We're the last,
There's always someone else.
game. You know what I
There
mean?
is somebody waiting.
Yeah.
Always waiting in the wings. And that sucks. Okay, what do you say? What do we believe love is? Okay, what do you guys believe that love is? What does love look like to you?
Acceptance.
Loyalty.
Compromise and acceptance
Acceptance.
and no judgment. Honesty with no judgment.
Accepting you for who you are.
What you have.
What your faults are, what your miscomings, what your good things are,
No
everything.
judging.
Yeah, no judging.
Well,
And
you
unconditional
judge
love.
a little bit.
What do you mean?
Because you can love somebody and still have like some judgment.
Yeah, it's natural to judge, you know what I'm saying? But as far as just being down for that person, I feel like just being down, having their back, believing in them, accepting them, supporting them.
That's big.
That's to me what love is.
Yeah.
I know my husband support me in everything, even crazy ideas.
Support is big
Mm-hmm.
Very much so. He's a big supporter.
of royalty.com.
Just everything, because I come up with all type of entrepreneurs.
Me too.
He be right there. Everything don't go big.
Your get rich
Right.
scheme.
Let's do it
now.
now.
He's like, go on, girl. You run an
He
idea
be
fast
right
and he's
there.
down, right? Being your biggest cheerleader. That's the
He
best.
sure do.
That's the best.
Even when it don't work out.
And
I
they
think a
all
lot of black men are cheerleaders for their women.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, where they at?
They're out there.
Yeah, they are.
Have you
They
found
are out
something?
there. Yeah. Where did you find them?
I haven't found them.
Oh,
I just know that they're out there.
oh, so you're
Okay,
hoping.
so hey, Quaylen D. Carter, what is love? What does it look like to you? You want to ask us, so let's put you on the spot. What does love look like to you? Oh, was he already typing?
Like, yeah. Men are
Look
often
like
drawn to, men are often drawn to physical, that's true, and sexual attraction. Why do women choose the wrong guy? They become bitter about him and dating.
It is a
Because
lot
my
of
guy puts up a front.
Say that.
That's why.
Say it
The guy
again.
always puts up a front. Always.
They're never their real selves in the beginning. Ever. Like, I don't know if it's them.
Unless they don't like
know.
you.
Otherwise, all men.
No,
Some
well,
men
I'll
do
say
it.
the ones that I have been
Some
in.
men do put themselves up on the line to
Mhm.
give you the full information and let you know what's
I ain't
going on.
Mhm.
No,
Some
but
are
they don't.
fakers.
The majority of them are fakers.
They are, and you know why? Because men are more, they bring their personality up first and not who they really are for characteristics. So when they come along, they're trying to impress us. They're more about, oh, what do you like? And remember, we talked about that's a cheat code. I'm not going to tell you because I like a particular flower. I'm not going to tell you that. I want you to go through my feed, do a little research, and then bring it up. Then I'll be like, oh. Or if you're listening to me and then you bring me something, then I'm like, and you got to know the love languages. Like, you got to know each other's love languages. And a lot of men, are they even tapped into the love language?
So you can
Oh, hey,
still find
Donald.
true love.
Donald
Facebook?
Donald
Hey,
chimed in.
Donald.
Hey, Donald said, love is a choice because at the end of the day, your emotions will change.
Sometimes. But sometimes love isn't a choice. Sometimes you fall in
You
love.
fall into,
Yeah.
that's true.
Quinn says, tune into Q and you would know. Oh, he said, tune into Q's Lounge and you would know, VIBINWITJAE. Oh, wow. How often are you running into men who are liars and fronting?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay.
But you just can't assume that men are lying in front of them all the time. If that's what you're going, your mindset going into that, why are you meeting men?
Yeah, definitely. You shouldn't assume. But
Yeah.
if it just
It's the
appears,
fact
if it presents itself in front of you, then.
Yeah, it's the fact that it does like be out there, but
Mhm.
Men's
you can't
switch up
watch
game
it
is
like that.
their switch up game is too much. Like, because they're trying to impress you, I always say, I'd rather you be an asshole and be who you are because you're giving me the choice to choose. Don't act like Prince Charming. We already know that's not the real you. And then we're all caught up with you. And then after we feel a little bit vulnerable, retreat, you pull back or you bounce. So if you guys are confusing, it would be nice to just meet a guy and be like, this is who I am, this is what I'm
You have to
offering.
switch the roles.
And if there's anything about
And
it.
somebody who's down, it's like, and somebody who's down for you, because it's like, we're not bad women, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody who is really willing to stick it out to you, have the discussion to talk something out, you know what I'm saying? It's a simple discussion. Oh,
Did you read that?
Yes.
all
Okay.
the time. So wait, let's see. All the time. So men are liars, and do you have bad pickers?
I don't know if you have big pickers because when
Definitely.
you're first meeting somebody, you do not know who they are. You're growing to know who they are. So you,
Everybody, females and males, always have two faces. It doesn't make a difference who you are.
I just say it's true.
to me, because in the beginning, I don't give a fuck about you. So I'm gonna be who I
And
am.
then it's like, hey,
I
so
do.
I mean, you first you didn't like me at all. Now you like me. Now you're
Yeah.
allowed to be. So basically, you're being fake at the beginning. You wasn't interested in me, so why are we still prolonging this conversation? All this is going on.
But who's wasting their time talking to people that they're not interested in?
There's a lot
A
of
lot of people out there are.
because they have different motives.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys feel
I don't
this
know if
way.
it's
Correct me
anything.
if I'm wrong. Do you
Right.
think that all men just want to fuck?
Not all men.
No.
Not all men. Not all
Yeah,
men.
Most of them.
No.
Because
Most-
I'm married, you should see how hot my inbox is.
I think all men in the beginning do.
They do. Like you're not gonna go to my page
yeah.
or try to inbox me or see me, and that's not what you want. I just
I
don't
haven't
believe
met a
that.
guy yet who's like, no.
Yeah, and some men don't think that that's true.
So
but
you're saying that when they check in or they come to your inbox, that they
ain't trying to say, I
They're
want
not
to
like,
see how your mind is.
Okay.
You know how your mind is.
Legit.
I want to know what's behind that smile.
I want to see about that black girl magic,
You
right?
never hear the comments that they say. Oh my goodness. You can put up just a general post and they'll like,
Really?
They'll take it left,
Mm.
or oh God,
Well, like you said, most men are attracted to the physical first.
they
That is
are.
true.
Quayla,
That is true.
just put up another question. Quayla?
So y'all don't make mistakes.
All
no,
the
we make
time.
mistakes.
All the
We're human.
time.
We're human.
Absolutely.
Definitely we make mistakes.
We
We're
just
not
probably
men.
don't admit them.
We make mistakes. I mean,
All
both
the time.
sexes make mistakes. Nobody,
Yeah.
no sex is better than the other. We're just talking about relationships. You know what I'm saying? And what we
Somebody
experience.
dies, we make mistakes.
Yeah,
And we make mistakes all the time.
definitely.
But a lot of men, they'll look at your mistakes and let's talk about your mistakes. But then when you try to hold them accountable, they don't want to talk about it.
Mhm.
What's up with that?
Love perfect.
Okay, so the topic of the week that everybody has been talking about, let's talk about these Oscars with Jada and Will. I didn't weigh into the Oscars really in the beginning because I needed a little bit more detail. And I think that it's a little bit more complex and it has way more layers. I do like that everybody's talking. So they're talking about mental health. They're talking about protection within our Black culture. So I do like that aspect of it. I do think what Will did was immature. I think it was violent and emotionally impulsive. Will was laughing, Jada wasn't. Chris got slapped, and then Jada was laughing, which after I seen that, and I do want to say to the men, because I really was like kind of rooting for Jada, but then when I started like really listening to different things and stories and the shit that she was saying about Will, I was like, oh my God, you don't have this man's back at all. Like if I'm sitting at the Oscars with my man, you better believe I'm like this with my man, like just grinning. So if that did happen and he got up, you're not getting up. Or if I wasn't, because it looked like Lupita, is that her name?
Yeah,
was sitting closer than Jada. So I don't know how that was working out. But if I seen my man getting up, I don't care how cute I was, I'm getting up after him. I don't care what I gotta do, kiss him, whatever, distract him, whatever. You weird about to ruin our brand and our name.
It was an
She
impulse.
wore that.
I don't understand it. I mean, I got you too. The fact that he laughed. I mean,
Yeah, he
I mean,
did laugh.
The fact when Chris Rock said Jada Pinkett, he didn't even look over at her.
Yeah, he laughed and then
No, he didn't even
looked.
when Chris
like,
Rock
she
said
didn't like
my
it.
wife's name at first, he didn't even look at her to just kind of see what her reaction was. Okay,
Mhm.
I gotta tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you like this. Chris Rock did not say the word head, bald, alopecia, or
He seemed degrading.
I mean, he didn't say it. He said G.I. Jane. That's all.
But
he said.
you can tell
Chris
that it
Rock
was
said
personal.
G.I. Jane too.
You can tell it's personal because he said, What? Wait, that was a nice one.
Yeah.
Where did that come
Yeah,
from?
because they do have a history. But it's like, I just feel like it wasn't that. I mean, that was mild.
Yeah, I don't think it was
that joke
here
was
at
that
all.
joke was G.
To be
That joke was
honest,
G.
what I thought it was, because they're comedians and they're real goofy. Those are goofy type of comedians. I really thought they were setting up for an April Fool's joke. I said, wait till April Fool's. They're gonna do an April Fool's joke. Because I was like, did he really go up there and smack?
Yeah. And I think that was out of his character.
It was.
Will is, and so I think it was a tipping point. I don't excuse what he did because I don't condone violence. But at the same time, I think Chris Rock caught the right person on the wrong day. Like, we don't know any of the behind the stuff, what had happened, what has been said. But, and then they said it wasn't even in the script, that he inserted that. So where's that coming from? So I don't know. I just, and I also think that his actions overshadowed the other people being honored, because there was a lot of people that were being honored, and we're not even talking about it.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, I didn't even know he accomplished all that.
So that was whack.
It was just sad to see. I mean, black on black. I mean, it was just ridiculous. I mean, and it's like, if that's accepting, like I was just telling my daughter, I was having a conversation. I'm thinking that means if you're in the room and you hear a joke about yourself that offends you, like, you're able to go and slap that person. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in the store and somebody's telling a joke about me three carts back, I can go back there and slap it. You know, I can go.
But you don't think he was poking the bear?
I believe so.
They're words. You can't.
I believe.
Yeah, I don't think that. I'm not
excusing
what he did.
Words don't beget violence.
But you tell your kids. I know I tell mine when they say, "Oh, they were talking about you, Mom." So
words.
Yeah,
when it comes to boys, they don't tell them. No, don't fight or don't hit nobody. You teach them young.
Words.
Everybody then said that. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words may never hurt you. But I think at the Oscars.
Yeah, that was like the highest moment. And now every time that they see the
Oscars,
that's all the host the award show. I mean, Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes. I mean, they were all telling jokes. Everybody was telling jokes. They were telling jokes about Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but was there any kind of history or beef?
There's history with that.
Yeah, there was history. I don't know.
For 6 years she boycotted.
And they wanted Chris Rock to boycott too. But he was like, "This is my platform. This is my chance because I'm a black man, and I get the chance to do this."
Big enough cheese. That's nothing.
I don't either.
I don't know. I think everybody has a tipping point. And after I really, well, no, you got to look at the history of them and all the stuff. I didn't even know Jada was saying some of the stuff. They had said that when she was pregnant, at her wedding, she was 3 months pregnant, and she wasn't in a good space or whatever. She was treating people, I guess, like shit. And she was walking down the aisle, and she said, "I did not want to marry him." Like, she said, "Why would you do that?" Then he bought her that big ass expensive mansion. And he said, "You know what? I work hard for my family, and my wife doesn't even want this." Like, so I think that she did a lot to Will, and he does seem like a really loving, good guy. But I think he's damaged. I think that he needs to heal.
Let's see. Quillen chimed in, and Quillen says, "Men are programmed by what women respond to. Women are conditioning men to come at you sideways." And he says, "Chris is a man. That, and where was his wife?"
Yeah, there's no way I would have had my man on that night doing that.
I'm a little different because somebody smacked my man. We fighting.
Yeah, but what if he would have started fighting back? Like, what if?
I'm glad that he did.
That would have been
horrible. But I'm so glad he did.
In front of white Americans. And let me tell you, those white folks, they were horrified.
Come on, I'm traumatized. I'm appalled.
They were.
But you know what? Two white people, we wouldn't even be talking about.
Are we going to see Ben Affleck go up and slap Brad Pitt?
We never know.
No, we're not.
We're never going
to see that. We're not going to see it. The closest thing we had to this was Kanye taking the mic from Taylor Swift. Okay, now we got, and that's a black man taking the mic from a white girl. Now we have a black man open-handedly walking up on stage and slapping
and that's the ultimate disrespect. You smack somebody.
You know, Chris did. He went, looked down at his mark. They said he got back on his mark and just continued.
But you know what? He's making money off of this. Yeah. Like I'm not saying that Will is a victim at all. But Chris you played a part. I think they both need to talk about it, apologize.
He still
and
need
move
to
on.
get smacked. He's a comedian. Yeah. You know how many, I love going to comedy shows. That's my thing. I always go to the improv and everything. You know how many times people say something?
Thank you.
You know, I've never got up and got on stage and smacked the shit out.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like
that's what he
I
do.
almost feel like that's giving me okay now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, should comedians be in here? You know what I'm saying? If they're telling jokes about people, you know,
he
if they're making
jokes,
if they're making jokes of people in the audience. I've been to a comedy show, me and my cousin, and they made jokes like, can he walk up and smack the shit out the comedian?
That's an inappropriate.
It's their job. It's their job. It's their job.
In the front row, put your face.
I'm the front row type of person.
It's joke. It's work.
Everywhere I go, I'm VIP.
But if Will would have never went and slapped him, we would have never been having this conversation. Nobody would have ever even paid attention to the joke. It would have been just
because it was a lame joke for one.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
she's
that
beautiful
was
with her ball.
mild and light. And
people are looking into things because of the slap. So then they start digging and digging.
Yeah,
okay,
you're right.
Why it's
And it had to be just because it was the Oscars' most African American show.
And I hate
all
that.
the black people were getting recognized. So for one of us to go up there and show our tails, as they always say we do, we can never go to the house, our house,
right,
without having something good without leaving the house.
So do you guys think that it was good that he got to stay and win his award?
They told him he wasn't going to, and I don't think they did a standing ovation because of the slap. I think they were recognizing his talent. I don't think they would do that.
I saw on TMZ the other day that the Oscars lied. They lied. They did not ask him to leave. There was a discussion had that they were going to ask him to leave, and then the head person who's over the Oscars went to and they came and they told him, they're like, oh, they're having a discussion about when he did that. He was never asked to leave, and then they went over and then they let him know, we're going to allow you to stay.
Just accept your award.
So the fact that the Oscars did put out a statement saying that they did ask him to leave, he refused. That's false. It came out on TMZ yesterday that he didn't.
Wow.
Did as a
Well, I know that they want to
take it. Says we're not megastars either, though. That's true.
And that is correct.
We don't need to compare ourselves to white folks.
Yeah, I don't think his action is a representation of all black people. I don't know why people are saying that. That was his action on that night. That ain't got nothing to do with anybody else.
Somebody else stood up for their woman. If somebody else said something about their woman and they said it somewhere, I'm sure they would go ahead and start fighting for their woman.
And that's what I asked the men. I kept saying, what would you have done? Because you really don't know what you would do in that situation with history or whatever. I don't think, I don't know.
I know what he did do in the situation, and that was laugh.
Yeah, he did laugh at her.
I'm sorry. I mean, he got a nice chuckle out of that.
Till he looked over at her.
Yeah, I mean, he chuckled. He didn't think nothing about it until he looked over at her.
Like the fact that she laughed, that put me in a whole different space with it.
Yeah, the fact that
you're okay with it.
I think it's just different type of protecting your woman. To go up and smack this man, I don't think that was appropriate at all. You know, even if it was me, and I know my husband, he would have went up there and did everything, but like you said, I would have stopped him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But that's what I did too.
He said we're allowed to have emotions and make mistakes. We shouldn't compare ourselves to white people. That's white supremacy, okay? Will is a madman. Judgment.
I think he was poking a bear.
A balloon. You don't know when you're going to
You keep blowing that balloon, it's going to pop. We keep talking about Jada and her entanglement with August.
I don't know why they're bringing that in, though.
No, I'm just saying with Will, all that stuff going on with him, you know, he could keep smiling like it didn't affect him, not affecting him.
He laughed. I mean, even if he just said, keep my wife's name out of your mouth from the audience. I feel
he
that would have been
good.
But he was
Philly.
out
it was fucking mouth or whatever.
Yeah, I sure did. I'm saying.
Yeah, he went hood. I got kind of scared of the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, hood. I mean, but this is the same one. This is the same one that real credited rappers boycotted the Grammys because him, DJ, Fresh Prince DJ Jazzy Jeff West won for best rap album back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
It was the first, I want to say.
Yeah, so it's like, and I was like, I would expect this from somebody new in Hollywood, maybe, somebody that doesn't have that.
I don't expect it.
He would have the
from
thick
anybody.
skin.
That was kind of crazy.
It was, but I could see
Like,
maybe
he
if it was
walked
a
up
young,
there.
like, a younger, like,
Make the shit out there.
He sure did nationally. You heard it on the microphone. And not only that, like, why did Chris like sit there in his face? Like, anybody walking up on me, I'm walking back.
He went back a little bit. He did this. And then he was like,
he got it together. He remembered.
I
think he realized where he was at. I think
it
was very professional.
I don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Are you going to take the high road and go high when they go low? Or are you going to whoop his ass?
I have anger issues.
I mean, when you blew that
fucker up.
And was he just protecting his wife? Because he has to have issues with,
But I applaud Chris.
Protecting her from what? Work?
Yeah, I don't think
Protecting her from work? Protecting her from saying he can't wait for G.I. Jane 2 to come out? I mean, that's
and alopecia is not cancer.
But I don't want to minimize her condition because obviously connected as black women.
But black women wear fake hair. This is what we do.
Okay, so let me ask you guys: if she would have came in with a lace front, would he been able to do that joke? He wouldn't have did that joke.
I mean, but that's the same thing. If I see a guy with dreads and I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for that. I can't wait to see that.
It was already lame. It was really lame anyway.
I don't know.
I mean, it's like.
I don't take
more
to it, but yeah, it's way more backstory.
I just think,
but he didn't say
he was
hair, bald, or alopecia.
It doesn't matter. Will Smith was just inappropriate.
He just said G.I. too.
And I'm a big fan of Will Smith. We go back, No, not for real. We on camera. We go back. I'm a Smith. He's a Smith. My family worked with him. My little brothers and went to his house and everything. When I talked to my brother today, they were telling me how cool he was and how down to earth he was, and how he was surprised that Will Smith did this. But like you said, I'll say Coke and the Bear.
Yeah, everybody has their.
I'm real sweet.
Oh, Quaylen said. Chris said, "Ooh." Not the body slam. Chris said I could and stopped himself from retaliation. Jada played well. I kind of, after I seen her laughing, I felt a whole different way. Like, I kind of felt, I was like, oh, well, everybody's laughing in the room. Like, oh,
Jada plays well. Jada played well.
Yeah. She did. She didn't even attempt to get up to, like, stop and even act like, oh, it was nothing.
I mean, he got up so quick. He got up so quick. I don't even know.
You know the man. You know the man. He's not man.
I'm sure he does not display that type of aggressive behavior. Okay,
but
she didn't think he was going to go up there like that.
She didn't care.
It's like they had already had like a discussion. That's what it seemed like to me. They had a discussion about like, hey,
they should have.
Don't touch my wife. Don't go up here saying anything about her.
I think they did.
But why did he laugh
look like that and be like, oh, he said it. I thought we talked about this already.
But Sonia, why did he giggle and laugh for a few minutes?
Because he thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Because that was funny. Then he wanted to do after. That's what I'm saying. The whole delayed reaction.
Yeah,
that's hey. It just was.
It didn't work out.
I know I'm tired of talking about it.
Have you seen her Instagram page? She's full of refried beans. Okay. That makes a lot of gas.
Oh, okay. See, I'm late. I'm like, what's she doing? So refried beans. Almost some of the jelly beans.
Okay, you guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and also don't forget you can send in your comments and posts and questions or anything you want to send in to VIBINWITJAE74 at gmail.com, and also if you want any kind of products, hair products, and sex toys.
You want your hair to shake.
If you want your hair to shake, then go to royaltywells.com. Yes. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you guys. Bye.